If you are being mistreated, abused, however you want it, whatever word you'd like to use, and your thought is, oh, but I love him, or no one will ever love me like he does, or when he is good, he's the best. I hear that a lot. We need to talk about this. You know I'm going to break it down. Accepting abuse, mistreatment, again, whatever word you use, inserted here. Accepting it is putting yourself in a position of not deserving anything good. Does that kind of hit home? Like you're basically saying, I don't deserve anything good, and I'm just going to accept what's in front of me. This is good enough. I'm going to settle for this. This is fine. Because you know what? Saturday he brought me flowers. Or Sunday with my family, you had to see he was so good playing with the kids, and he played cards with my father. And I've heard all kinds of things that try to paint the person as a good person because they'll pick examples of when they're being good. When they're being good does not negate when they've been bad. It doesn't take it away. It doesn't cancel it out. It doesn't wash it out. And the title of this video, which I think I will maintain this title, What's Love Got to Do With It? I heard that song the other day from Tina Turner. And she's right. Love has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with, all right, just for a second, people. It being the whole relationship, staying with someone, blah, 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 blah. Love has nothing to do with it. How are they treating you is a factor you have to play. Because all too often, I hear women a lot say, but I just love him. So I started to think, what's love got to do with it? He's mistreating you. I don't talk to people that way, but what's love got to do with it? Okay, so you love him. And then you say, some people say, well, you can't possibly love someone who's mistreating you. People get caught up in things. They're in a trauma bond. Yes, they do feel they love the person. Stop. You can't come at them like that. They feel they love this person. For younger people, just for a second, Tina Turner, in 1985, I remember her winning all these awards. I'm a junkie for the award shows, especially back in the day when they were phenomenal. And I recall Lionel Richie getting up there, praising her. Everyone's making a big deal. She's winning these awards in 1985, and What's Love Got to Do With It was the song. I remember thinking, oh my God, she's awesome. I knew her from the 60s. I knew. But there was no internet. There was no, I don't even remember really reading like magazines about, you didn't know what was going on in her life. So I'm watching this award show, loving Tina Turner, always did, and wondering why are they praising her so much? There was a lot of good things out in 85, and she won. And I'm thinking, why are they praising her? I didn't understand fully until the movie came out with Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne, which you need to watch if you haven't, which showed the abuse that Tina Turner suffered at the hands of Ike Turner. Okay? I don't think it's alleged. I think at this point it's known to be true. The performances were such that I can't watch The Matrix because it's a compliment to an actor. Lawrence Fishburne did such a phenomenal job as this evil being that I couldn't watch him anymore. I think I'm finally ready. All these years later, I can watch maybe The Matrix. Angela Bassett's performance breaks your heart. I still have not healed from his performance or hers. It's a broken-hearted story. And you wonder, no wonder she's saying these words and had such a coming out with this anthem. She was coming off this abusive relationship, which she remained in. And if you watch the movie, your heart will break. She remained in it. And then she finally comes out with a song, What's Love Got to Do? Oh, I'm going to cry. I think that was, without looking it up, her first hit post all of the drama. Do you know what I'm saying? They were famous in the 60s and into the set. I think 85 was, her first solo, I'm coming out type. No wonder she won. No wonder they were praising her. I'm just thinking about what she went through, my God. And you know, it is a coming out anthem for those of you who want to break away from somebody who's abusing you or mistreating you. No one should ever have to get to the point she got to, where she runs into the hotel with a bloody face and finally decides she's done. Are you kidding me? It was Tina Turner. We're watching her perform in life. Older people than me even remember her in Ike, right? We're watching her and she's going through that behind the scenes. So you watch that movie and you say, oh, she should have left a lot sooner. Oh, abuse is abuse. Just because that was physical abuse, and it was all about power and control for that man, just because it's physical abuse doesn't make it worse. If you're choosing to remain in a relationship where you constantly feel devalued and you find yourself saying, oh, but I love him. Oh, but I love her. Well, no one makes me feel like they do. I bet they don't. And you know what? You should get yourself to a point inside you where you look and say, what do I deserve? Is this what I want for my life? Is this what I want to settle for? And for those of you that are suffering at the hands or the mouth or the actions of someone in an abusive, mistreating way, and you do feel stuck and you don't have anywhere to go, I really do feel terrible for you. And that's why I never tell anyone to leave. There are people that have nowhere to go. There are people that are suffering this kind of mistreatment. But I am telling you, there's nothing that should make you ever feel that you need to accept this. Because there are those people also that feel, well, I deserved it. I talked back to him. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? I don't mean to say that derogatorily. But I don't care if you have the worst day in the world and you go on an hour-long screaming rant. You're just mad in the house, throwing things. You're mad. You're not yelling at someone, but you're just mad, whatever. I don't care what you're doing. Nobody deserves, which that's abusive if you're doing that towards someone, which I learned about my temper. But I'm trying to think of an example. I don't care. Nobody deserves to be mistreated or abused ever. Ever. You can very, very much have a conversation in disagreement without name calling, without yelling, without volume raising, without door slamming, without taking off, slamming the phone, whatever. Throwing each other out of the car. Oh, yeah, I hear everything. I've seen everything. And is that how you want to live your life is a question for you. Can you go somewhere else is a question for you. I can't dissect that. But what's love got to do with it is a question you got to ask yourself. If you find yourself keep saying that, you're trying to justify you staying. Or, I love him, I love him, I love him. Do you really? And then the song so brilliantly said, and even if you do love him, and you can't convince yourself otherwise, so what? What's love got to do with it? What has it got to do with it? How are they treating you? They're mistreating you? So what if you love them? They're abusing you? So what if you love them? What's love got to do with it? What about the rest of it? It's not just about a feeling inside, a thunderbolt from above. I love him. I've known him since I was 15. I don't care. What's love got to do with it? What's he doing for you? Is he acting like he loves you? Is she acting like she loves you? Are they bestowing upon you the ideas of love that you had in your brain your whole life? Or is it the complete opposite? Because a lot of these relationships look like the opposite of love to me. I've been loved. I am loved. Family, friends, whatever. I've been, relationships. I know what love is. I think I have a pretty good handle on it. And abuse and mistreatment is not it, never will be it, and never will have anything to do with what love is. What's love got to do with it is a question you should ask yourself. If you are a person that keeps saying, oh, but I love him, he loves me, no one will ever love me like him. I hope not. I'm yelling again. You guys. What's love got to do with it is a question I think everyone should pose in their brain to themselves in the dark, alone, when they're really dissecting their life. Because I don't care if he comes and love bombs you every morning, but then devalues you at night. And the love bomb is so good that you come off that thinking, oh, but I love him and he loves me so much. No one would ever do that. Yeah, they would. And even if they wouldn't, even if you found no one else to love you that way, maybe you'll find no one else to abuse you that way. Because very oftentimes, the more extreme the abuse, the more extreme the love bombing, because they're trying to apologize and balance it out and bring it here. Well, she'll forgive me for this bad thing I did if I really, really lay it on thick in the love bombing here. And then it evens it out, and it makes you walk away saying, ooh, but I love him. Please think that through, you guys. Love's got nothing to do with it when there's devalue and abuse afoot. I'm sorry that it just doesn't. Please look up that movie if you haven't. And Tina Turner, we still love you. Take care, you guys. Have a good weekend, and I will see you Monday.